Hooray! Alright, everybody. Today we are playing Reign of Darkness for Rosie Cheeks' birthday game, but also Nameless's birthday game. It's going to be fantastic. Even though this is a birthday game, it will still have, we're playing it in Quest, it will still be in the same world. The ramifications are true. So real quick recap of what you'll need to know before this game happens. So we know that we are in a giant river, like all around the Silver Thimble. It's such a large river, it might as well be an ocean, but it is still a flowing freshwater river. And inside that river, we know we have one giant crocodile with this huge tortoise shell on his back. And that crocodile is named Paul. And the second thing you're going to need to remember is we have a little lizard guy, a little salamander. His name is Bonnie, and he knows the most about the sea devil of anybody around, but he is terrified of going on adventures because Pim and her group really fucked him up the last time he was out. And with that, I don't know if the background is clipping for anybody else, Nika. I don't know if you can do anything about that. I don't think you can. Oh, it keeps like flashing black on me, but like it might just be like I'm scrolling over the stream with my mouse. Okay. Alright. Oh yeah, talk about the upcoming games. Alright. Absolutely. So we have this game today, obviously. And then on Friday, we are playing a game of Blades in the Dark where we go to Belltown. That is a place on the map that we have not seen yet, but I'm excited to get us there. It's Blades in the Dark is a significantly darker game in tone, and like Belltown matches that tone. And we are going to meet 4 new characters that have not been seen at all yet, and we are just going to show you part of the world. And I believe we're going to try to make those adoptables, but don't quote me on that one just yet. We're still seeing how that works. And then Saturday night, we are playing the Sea Devils night. And in that game, sign up in the Discord to say if you want to be there or not, because every person that signs up has a chance of being there and playing in that game. Like, it's all about pulling pranks on each other. It's just fun, lighthearted idea. And then on Sunday, we are doing the web ball game. We're doing a 4-on-4 web ball game. It's going to be the home team versus the away team. Neither one of those words actually means anything because it's all just the crew playing web ball against each other, but very WWE style sports entertainment. So look forward to all of those games. I'm very looking forward to all of them. Right, and I will introduce the players now. Alright. So today we are playing, obviously, it's a Reign in Darkness. We have Rosie, who is played by Keri.
Hey, hey.
And we have Nameless, who is played by Rob.
Grr.
We have Pim, who is played by Keri as well, just a different Keri.
Oh, hey, grr.
We have B, who is played by Art. And we have Ento, who is played by Corey.
Hello.
No grr that time. So, we're at the Silver Thimble, and this is where, like, the recap that I said. So all 5 of you are hanging out in the Boneyard, the underground bar, the dirtier bar, the seedier bar. Not sure why you're here. You guys can decide why you're here, like why you would be hanging out here. But as you're inside, like waiting to get your drinks, walking back and forth, like pacing very nervously, is Bonnie. Bonnie is wearing different clothes now. Bonnie is fancier dressed than they were before. He has a tie on. He's got a little vest because Simmons took him out shopping. after
nice.
after everybody burnt all of his clothes.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
It was a day.
for real. Apparently so.
Kinda
Well, he's
rude.
looking quite dapper.
He does look dapper, but like he looks very upset about something. Like he's stalking back and forth, and he's just like rubbing his eyes. He's like hitting his. Like, he's like doing all the anxious stuff of like he has a test tomorrow and he's not ready for it.
I don't know this guy, but I feel like I want to approach him and like put an encouraging hand on his shoulder and be like, "Hey, man, what's digging at you? Like, what's up? I don't really know you that well, but what's eating you?"
He's just like, they're gonna revoke my tenure. They're gonna take away my grant. They say I didn't bring back enough information about the Sea Devil. They broke the ship, the whole ship. And he like turns and he sees Pim. He's just like, the ship was accidentally broken. I don't know how it happened. But like,
Hey, Vaughn.
Hello.
Looking fancy.
Yeah, Simmons brought me new clothes after I somehow lost them in the jungle.
Well, you look good, bud. So what's this about your tenure?
They're gonna take away my tenure because I don't have enough information. But like, I gave them all my notes. Like, I told them where the King of Cowards was. It's not my fault that it wasn't the Queen of Pain. There's like all the information pointed at a ship. It was the second ship in the fleet. It should be okay, but it's not. They're saying that if I don't bring them back actual active information or relics, then they're gonna revoke my tenure.
Why didn't you just lie? I'm only kidding. Just joshing you.
That was a good one. She's joshing you, bro.
So, that is not how you spell boat. How did I misspell boat? So, he's just like, he looks at U4, he looks at U5, including B, and he's just like, I'm brave. I can do this. Had to deal with finger dogs, but as long as I don't have finger dogs this time, we should be good. Could I hire U5 for a short little outing?
As long as you can promise no finger dogs.
I don't know what a finger dog is, but I definitely don't want to know what a finger dog is. So, for real, no finger dogs, okay?
About what it sounds like.
He
Sounds
Bonnie
like I'm
actually.
interested.
Bonnie
I want
pulls,
a finger dog, and how much are we talking?
Bonnie pulls out a little like book, and like you see inside of it is a drawing, a very good drawing, not photorealistic, but good enough, and like shows like the anatomy or at least the guesses they have at it. Finger dogs are. What if a greyhound was about the size of a dire wolf, but they have human lips and they speak and mimic. They have their own voice, but they only mimic things that people say. So they'll like copy exactly what you say, but not your voice coming back to you. And they will also turn it very sarcastic most of the time. They are aware of inflection and how to use it. They have no fur whatsoever, so they're just skin. Different patterns, mark different ones. They have very long, prehensile tails. And their legs go down into very human, long, slender hands on all four of their like appendages.
Oh my god, screw the payment. I want a lady dog. I want 2 lady dogs.
I know where we can find finger dogs. I mean, we could set something up. Like, if you want to try to befriend the finger dogs.
Oh, then I am on a finger dog.
3 so we can lick one.
You wouldn't be able to. What do you do when you lick things?
Learn.
You could lick one of the 2 that he wants. So
One
that,
is designated specifically for licking.
They're his. I want my own.
okay, we will. So it's agreed. You'll help me on my expedition if we can strike a deal with the finger dogs. Get some of the finger dogs into the silver thimble. Is that what we want? I mean, that doesn't seem too hard. We might have to get that Simmons guy.
If y'all want finger dogs, you can have finger dogs.
I don't want a finger dog.
All right,
Yeah.
Pim doesn't want a finger dog. So 3 finger dogs. Okay. All right. So yeah, I mean that's simple enough. We can figure this one out. So yeah, are you all aware of the crocodile in the river?
The crocodile?
And like he pulls up a map of this side of the world. And it's just like right here is an incredibly large mountain of a creature. Like they say he's sentient and spends the 90% of his time sleeping. But I have it on good authority that it is more than just a creature. Inside that creature lies the base of this of the Sea Devil, where he originally set out his plans. Where all of his maps are made, where his crew camped out when they weren't sailing the world. And I have it on good authority that is there. But I am not particularly of the adventurous type. And he looks over at Pim nervously.
Sorry, bud. I got you. Don't worry. I won't shoot you.
It's just like, if we could just get relics, if we could just have something to show the College of Yoke that, it exists, that it's real.
We'll get what you need.
And he, puffs his chest up. He's just like, really? Do you have experience with, other than, I mean, I've seen you. You pack quite a punch. But, I'm just going to have to ask you to be a little bit more deliberate this time, please. I need these relics intact.
Don't break relics. Got it.
That seems easy enough.
How many relics?
Ento should probably carry them.
I got you.
As
Who,
many
me?
as possible. He looks over at Ento and he sees the lab coat. He's just like, "Oh, are you a doctor?"
Yeah. I'm
We
I'm
could
a
have used
doctor.
one last time for sure. I'm glad we got. And he looks around and just like, we're all capable, right? If you see a giant anthill, is your first impression to throw a rock at the back of a friend's head? Is that a plan?
Well, Simmons isn't here, so I think we'll be okay.
Bonnie just nods. Oh, can you roll me a 20-sider, Tim?
Oh, God. No?
Nice. Bonnie started writing down the fact that it was all Simmons' fault, but then he's just like, wait a minute, and you see him look up, and it's just a quick montage of Pim fucking up in that game too, and he crosses out that it was Simmons' fault.
I did nothing wrong. Bag of cats, but nothing wrong.
He you actually see him flip a page, and it's just all of the drawings of the illusionary cats being devoured by giant ants.
Tried to do a thing, I mean, technically it worked. It was a distraction.
Oh, it most certainly worked. He is just still scarred.
It's
for life.
okay. They're not real cats.
They looked real. And they screamed like they were real. As he just looks into the distance. Nameless roll me a 20-sider. That's actually fun. So a tough choice. Nameless, I can give you a little bit of information, but like it's gonna reveal something like that could be detrimental to Nameless. Or you could just not get the information. Do you like basically? Do you think Nameless would bother paying attention to Bonnie right now, or is
Probably
Nameless
not.
doing something? Okay, so Nameless is
Let's
just
be
like
real.
pounding drinks or something.
Oh yeah, he's just like whatever at this point. He's in. He's getting the dogs.
He's gonna get some dogs. They're mostly sentient. Well, they're sentient the same way I guess parrots are sentient, and you guys keep those as pets. So I guess it's probably fine.
Oh, geez.
We won't look into that any further.
So we're just gonna cut right to you guys like riding this boat into the center of the river, and like that mountain is actually the top of Paul's shell. Like that is what you are seeing in front of you.
Paul's big.
Paul
Paul's-
is one big MF. That's
Paul's
for sure.
real big. Ento and B, can you both give me a roll?
I can try.
Oh shit, we brought 2 doctors to this game.
Ooh.
Ento rolled an 18, excellent. Alright, and Art failed, but it's fine. Art rolled that 4, but it's still fine, because I was just taking the highest. Ento, how would you, upon approaching this place... Also, everybody, just for the record, B is like a tenth of her normal size. Like, this is... Basically, she rang all the blood out of the, little, like, imp. So this isn't the transformed B. Like, this is... Looks like normal B, just absolutely tiny.
Just riding around on my shoulder or on my
Exactly.
head or something.
Like, we don't know what actual B is
and
up to.
small.
I think B is probably locked herself in the like hospital or like in chambers, and like nobody has actually seen B since she has begun her weird new transformation. All right, so Ento, how do you know that this giant crocodile is completely asleep? Like not hibernation, but really out. How do you know that?
By the patterns of the waves around
Oh,
it.
is he like snoring?
Yeah.
Sick. All right. Bonnie pulls the ship. This time he's bringing like a more like industrial metal ship, because last time the ship really got fucked up, or could have gotten really fucked up. So you guys all dock, and Rosie, can you give me a 20-sider?
I sure can.
All right, so 13. A couple things you notice, like right after you hop off, all of this is shell. Like this is all his shell. Like everywhere around you, but it's sharp, like incredibly jagged. Like if you know that if you're not careful, you could cut yourself really bad here.
Okay.
And like
That doesn't sound very nice.
Bonnie hops off and is next to you. He's just like next to Rosie. He's like, okay. So, and he pulls out like a map. And he's like, according to this, there is a door around here somewhere. And it feels really... Please lead on. And like, Bonnie has no idea how to read this map that he has, by the way.
Buddy boy. Who is a really good navigator? Who thinks that they could probably read this map the best?
I can read the area.
All right, that's good. I've never been to anything like this before, so I have no idea what we're working with or what we're going up against here.
Can we get any information off the map? Can I try to read the map and then
Oh yeah, absolutely.
to see? All right.
Okay, go ahead.
What do you...
Roll me a 20 side. We'll see how this one works.
Since
If his base natural 20.
I know where everything is.
You know exactly where it's just like, how do we want this to be? Is it literally Bonnie was holding the map upside down? But Bonnie is like a scholar. We know this. Bonnie is a salamander, the fire kind, by the way. Like, he's got like frill going, like almost like a mohawk frill going down the back of his head. He's wearing a nice vest and tie. He's got patches on his elbows, wearing like a tweed jacket because he's a professor. He definitely has a smoking pipe in his mouth a lot of the times. He's just very, very nervous.
Oh yeah.
So I would
I love this
say
guy.
he probably doesn't have it upside down.
So like, is it like a secret map? Like, you were a pirate, so you know how to hide information on a pirate map. Is there a code? Do you need to like rub it with lemon juice?
Yeah, I would definitely say it's like something along those lines. Like Pim just like pulls some weird thing out of her pocket that she carries with her all the time and like rubs it all over it and then holds it up to the light and you can see all the pathing.
Absolutely. So you guys see it like that. As it comes to, Bonnie's just like, oh, and then like he looks up at the sky, but like it's daytime, so he just like frowns for a second. It's like, oh, so yeah, you know exactly how to get to that door with no problems. Like, you see where the door is.
All right, guys. So the door is right about here.
And then you find it. Those just like
There
that, with a 20. Like, what else am I gonna do? Make you guys like walk around this? You know where to go.
Amazing. Perfect. Way to go, Pim.
Also, Rosie.
Thanks, Alan. It's nothing.
Aw. I knew we'd be friends. You're really good at navigating.
Yeah, you are adorable. Boops are on the snoot.
Oh, thank you. I loves it.
So, you guys get to the door. Also, Rosie, with your success, you notice that this ground, like the whole place, like where it's not like razor sharp, it does seem to have like really good paths. And like, if you put your roller skates out, you would be flying. Like it's actually like the traction is so great for like your roller skate situation that it might be hard for you to stop. But you know that you'd be able to pick up massive speed.
Massive momentum versus falling and cracking my skull open.
This is
That sounds like fun. Sounds like fun though.
All right, and I'm gonna carry that 20 over. Pim, what's the secret to this door?
So I'm gonna need help. Ento, come here.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna need you to stick your hands in this hole over here, and then I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna stick my hands in this hole.
Oh, this sounds very familiar.
And then inside, you're gonna feel like a rod thing. I'm gonna need you to grab onto it. And
Are you
pull.
talking about like these holes, like these ones up here?
Yeah, there's somewhere on the door.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And then with two people pulling on the things in the holes, then boom, door opens.
That's hot.
Bees ready to reattach some hands.
Ento fully trusts B with this. He doesn't trust Pim. He's very suspicious of like. Okay, I'll put my hand in the.
It's
He's
just your
got me.
standard
This is
two-hole
fine.
rods.
You
know?
both hear like as you reach in, there's the rod right there, and you can just twist it just right, and you realize, Pim, that it's twisting it to a certain angle, not twisting it all the way. If you do twist it all the way, you lose your hand. but like if you just twist it 3/4 of the way that it can go, you both lock in and you start hearing the door slowly start to open. And like as like you guys both like pull out of it, you hear just like an intake of air as these, I'm gonna say these doors push in, not pull open. And Nameless, like the vacuum of it while you're standing in front of the door is threatening to like pull you into it. Like you and Bonnie both. I just, because you're both the smallest, getting pulled into here.
Oh,
Please
geez.
roll me a 20-sided to not get yanked off your feet into this turtle shell. Oh yeah, fucking absolutely fine. Nameless is
Yeah,
not.
We brace ourselves on the door.
Absolutely. So like you guys do like the air rushes in, and you can hear like in the distance like the sound of chains rattling and like, you know, dried sticks banging together maybe, and like echoing of the sound of like blowing over top of a like a jug is happening in there. Ento, you want to give me a 20-sider?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
19. For sure. You know that this door will close on its own after 3 hours.
Ooh. Guys, we got a timetable here.
How
Based
long?
on these rods that we're holding onto, Pim, like you can slowly feel it kind of turning back
Mm-hmm.
to its original position. We got about 3 hours before these things close back up on us.
Guess we better get to getting.
Yeah.
You see Bonnie is like very excited about this because he didn't have to deal with any finger dogs and he's already made it to like where he was looking for. He's just like really clapping his hands. He's like, yes!
Kim just puts her hand on his head. He's like, see, buddy? No finger dogs.
And then you guys like step in, and this is the first thing you see is there are ancient ruins inside this place. Despite the fact that you know, and I'm just gonna carry over the 19s and like all those good rolls, like you guys all know that Paul goes underwater. Paul lives in the water, but there's no water in here. It's dry. Like it's airtight, and it does smell like, you know, dusty. But it's clear nobody has opened those doors for hundreds of years.
Do we
And, like-
notice the bug off to the side?
Oh, this guy? This little guy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely. Here, I'll move him to the middle of the screen so everybody can see him.
Oh,
Oh, geez. I didn't even notice.
How little is he?
Oh, he's not little.
He's a moving. Oh, what's this guy's deal?
It looks like, B, can you give me a 20-sider? This would be B's area of expertise. Seven, you guys are rolling so well today. B,
It's really weird for us.
that is a parasite. That is, you can tell that it is basically like a normal parasite, like a water, like water lice that would get on normal turtles or even crocodiles, but for the scale, it's absolutely enormous.
We can't lick
I-
that.
Ugh.
Noted.
Is
Don't.
that a finger
lick
dog?
the
Like, ugh.
It seems a little worse than a finger dog.
Mm.
Its strangely segmented chitinous tail whips back and forth, and you can tell that its like outer shell is made of the same thing that Paul is, but you can see him also like cracking against a wall with his tail, and he scuttles down and he starts like eating some of the broken off shell. Like that is the source of his food as they start to dig deeper.
These
Alright.
sons of bees are...
Does it notice us?
Oh,
I'm gonna carry like that. You guys is all good rolls because like, all 4 of you rolled over 15 recently, so you guys are in here quietly. Like it's
Okay.
running around because like it has new fresh air in here, and that's weird for this place.
Gotcha.
But
So
Well, I'd like to get away from it because it makes me very uncomfortable. I'm not quite sure why, but the description of the tail just makes me cringe, and I don't want to be near it.
So it looks like I have the skill to create like a tripwire in this thingamajigger. Is that true?
let me see.
And bricolage.
Oh yeah, Bricolette. Yeah, for sure.
Can I
You
set
can-
one up so if he like is sneaking up on us, we'll hear him?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like yeah, 1 AP. Yeah, you get that set up. What's it look like? You can tell me what Nameless puts down to like make a noise to warn you that this thing is coming. Like it could be a tripwire, it could be a bunch of marbles, it could be like garbage, like to make noises. Anything, it's up to you.
I'm gonna use the dead skin cells of Paul.
Oh, okay.
That's hot.
You're just gonna sprinkle like you're basically sprinkling Paul potato chips on the ground
Yeah.
so that if it steps on it, you hear the crunch.
Yeah.
potato chips. Ah!
Paul potato chips. Okay. All right. Goodbye,
I
everybody.
love it.
Wrap it up. This was fun. Okay, so you do see like looking around this room. You guys are rolling really well, so Pim, you see the fact that there were sprung traps. You see skeleton bodies like near the entrance where you came in. Like you guys didn't have to worry about that trap because it was already set off. And you see 3 like skeletons of various creatures, and so long ago, and like so rid of like any skin or like defining characteristics that you can't tell what it is, unless you really want to like go for the roll. But I feel like that would be Ento or B on that one. But what Pim knows is these were booby traps. Like
Booby
they
traps.
were all
Booty
speared-
traps.
That's what I said. Booty traps.
And like, yeah, so you know immediately this place is crazy booby trapped. The entire like place. You can see like the wires or the rope that connects it, and despite it being ancient, because there was no air in here and it's been vacuum sealed, everything is mostly fine.
Mostly.
All right, guys. So it looks like there's gonna be some things to contend with. This whole place is booby trapped. Boobies. Booby trapped.
Booties?
Bonnie has not taken his eyes off of the strange creature since you guys pointed it out to him.
It's okay, buddy. We'll know if it's coming. We'll know if it's coming. Gotta keep our eyes forward and look out for more booby traps.
Alright, so
Would we be able to check some of the traps to see if anyone else has been in here recently?
absolutely, B, give me that 20-setter. Unless you have an ability you plan to use. Then tell me the ability and give me the 20-setter. You rolled a 120-setter.
Hell yeah.
Alright, so a 6. A tough choice. Would you like some extra information? Would you like information on the traps, or would you like information on the bodies?
The bodies.
Alright. So the bodies, like, as you're studying them, and like your time in this new world you've licked a thing or two. I'm gonna guess. You've taken blood samples from people or two, a person or two.
Just a bit.
I imagined. So, B, you are aware that these three are not from this side of the planet. Like, they don't share anything. Well, there's no DNA that tells you that these are from this side, or even the other sides that are closest. Whoever these are from, and Paul by extension, has been to, like, the complete opposite side of the world.
Do these bodies like have anything on them? Like, are they still like in their clothing with stuff, or like is it just completely like just bones?
It looks like something ate the clothing and like most of the flesh and stuff off of them. But if you give me a 20 setter, you might be able to find something.
All right, let's see if we can rummage through the dead dude's pockets.
Is Paul from somewhere else too, or are they different from the different that Paul is?
Well, with a 16, I can give something for to Ento. Ento, you find a signet ring on one of them.
Ooh, like what's it look like? What's it made of?
It is a silvery wood. Like, it is a wood thing, but for some reason you can tell that it's wood. Like, you tap it, it has a texture of wood. But like, what if wood was silver?
Oh, that's cool.
And like the indent of it is a book with a tree on the cover.
He slips it on his finger. Ooh, perfect fit.
1 second.
Yo, that book looks dope. What kind of tree's on that cover? Is that like a Winder's tree, or is that like a, you know, like a normal ass like stupid oak tree or something?
Bonnie walks up and he's just like, fascinating. Like, I don't recognize that. Ento, Nameless, and Pim, and B. All of you roll a 20-sider. Not Rosie, though. So Corey got a 4. I'm not sure why Ento doesn't realize it. That is a word tree. Wherever these people are from, Pim, you recognize it first and foremost. That's just a word tree.
Oh, boy. Alright, guys, so this is a word tree.
What's a word tree?
Well, back in the old country, we had this tree, had a bunch of pages on it, and basically held all knowledge ever. Pretty important thing.
Well, I would say so. I would say that's pretty friggin' important.
Ento snaps his finger like, oh, yeah, I totally knew that. I knew what she was talking about the whole time.
That big thing?
Yeah.
That anime one? Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
What's a creepy thing doing lately while we're finding this ring?
That's been on the back of my mind.
It is like doing the tick thing where it is now on the ground, like burying its head further deeper and deeper into this, like obviously trying to get to like the juices. But give me a 20-sider. Try to get to them sweet Paul juices. Alright, so Nameless, you have a tough choice. The tough choice is, it is going to, like, sniff the air and catch wind of B. Like, that's just what it's going to do. Now, you can wait till after it attacks B and get a clean shot on it, or you can try to shoot it right now, but you have it's going to be harder to hit it.
Nah, we're gonna wait till it attacks B.
Alright, so it like leaps through the sky and like lunges itself at B.
Oh, hell no.
Here we go.
Guys.
It rolled a 3, so it did real bad. B and Pim, how did you guys dodge out of the way of this?
I grabbed Tiny B and shoved her in my shirt and rolled.
I think we were calling her B- because it's very funny.
I like that.
Oh, Corey, what is your streamloots name? Do you have? I don't want to like dox you, but have you
I
used?
can't argue with that.
I have. It is Mad King Sweeney.
Okay. All right, there you are. All right. When you put on that ring, it gave you a card pack.
Ooh.
So I have gifted you that pack.
Thank you.
Let me know what card you get out of that pack for the record. I'm interested to know.
Okay.
Because it'll be random.
My pack. Affliction, confused.
That's very funny. Alright. Thank you.
Mhm.
And like, so, sorry. So, apparently B's bugging out for because of something Karam did. Oh, okay, that's what it was. All right, there we are.
Oh god.
Yeah, so that's happening. But, Nameless, you get an attack. Roll 2d20 and then take the higher for waiting until you had the perfect shot. Oh, that's a natural 20. Like a 20 and a 2.
Yeah, baby.
So, yeah, Nameless, what do you do to destroy this thing? Are you using just a gun? Are you, like...
I'm just gonna squish it with a rock.
Just Nameless comes flying out of nowhere with a rock on his head, just crushing in its skull.
Yeah, that seems pretty logical on my art.
Yeah, for sure. You guys have the full body of it intact, just not the head. In case you're interested.
Hey, B. You wanna wiggle around inside that thing and see if there's an easy way to kill him?
Well, welcome to my fucking nightmare. Hold on. I've got Canva. I can do this.
Hell yeah, B pops out of Pim's shirt.
I hate it. Roll me. You have diagnose, right? Pim? Not Pim. B.
No,
No, you. Nope. Okay.
Not that kind of doctor.
Give me a corrupt. Like, we're rolling a 20-sided, but it's you using corrupt. As long as you're okay with that. I have a fun idea, but if you don't like it, let me know. There's that too. All right.
Oh boy.
We all know where this is going, right? We all know that we all know that B can't get out of this thing's body, right?
This is
We all know that
incredible.
B is walking around inside this thing now.
Like those, like, glowworm toys?
Yes, exactly like those glowworm toys. Thank you.
Ah!
Alright, now we also know that there's a good chance that
but her
this
head
thing could
sticks
take
out the neck.
That is actually what I'm working on right now. I was like, oh, turns out I have to make this. Didn't know this was coming.
She now driving it like a mech suit.
Yes!
Like a titan. I love it.
Alright, is this good? No, that's not good yet. Don't worry. I know I shouldn't be taking this much time on it, but I'm gonna. Oh my god, this is the dumbest thing I've ever done. Get ready, everybody.
I'm excited. I'm ready for it.
Alright, so because that was a 1, every once in a while, like A, Pim and B, you cannot get out of this. Like, you are stuck inside that exoskeleton. So, like, you have to use all of your abilities as this weird fucking creature. And secondly, once in a while, all you want to do, and it's like you're fighting to not do it, but you want to burrow deep into this and consume a little bit of Paul. Something about Paul is just like so tasty to you right now.
Resist.
I'll be looking like a snack.
Bonnie is
I could
terrified. I could, as a treat.
Just a nibble.
Nameless has like crushed in this fucking weird like creature's head, and then like B's just like, I can wiggle around in there. That's just terrible. Like Bonnie is scared out of his mind of everything that is happening right now.
Ento notices this and just walks over to Bonnie and like hands them a lollipop and is like, "Here, this is a chill pill," and I use relieve to
Absolutely.
calm them the hell down.
What flavor lolly is it though?
What is Bonnie's least favorite flavor lolly?
I'm probably gonna say the root beer ones.
All right, then it's blue raspberry.
Ah, nice.
In fact, and because Ento's now hopped up on so much adrenaline, he just keeps popping blue raspberry lollies into Bonnie's mouth, and now there's like 10 of them.
Bonnie loves it. Bonnie's so excited. She's like, oh, you know what? Yeah, you know what? That's really... Ooh, don't know what you guys put in them. It's like, oh, yeah, everybody, let's go. Pim, you said they were traps?
Yeah, yeah.
That would make sense with what I know about... And
Oh, Bonnie.
Well, if this is the actual, like, location where the Sea Devil, like, ruled, where his council was, and I have no reason to believe that it's not, based on this architecture, and now that, like... B, are you scuttling around, like, really creepy, or are you just, like, staying in one place, getting used to stuff? Also, I'm going... Like, you can actually just show it to me if you want to, because I just made it so that you can move that token. Didn't know that token was gonna exist. Feel bad that it does.
I
Super
kinda like
creepy.
it better now.
Checking stuff out. Eating nameless Paul flakes.
Gross. Yeah, So, B's eating those. Okay. Alright. Good to go. He just, Bonnie walks up to where you pointed out the traps, and he, like, follows the cords. It's just, like, pristine condition. And he's, like, you see him just taking notes, and he's just like, it should be this way. And he points down the hallway. And she's like, based on, like, where the traps were really designed to keep you out of, it's gonna, like, this, where they kept the relics, or artifacts, or any information, it should be this way. The other way probably leads to standard crew quarters. We are on a time limit, but it's up to you where we go. As long as I can bring back something.
Ento goes, "Oh, it's this way? Let's go!" And then just runs down the hallway.
Joe, careful!
20-sider!
This is not supposed to be going this way. I am not supposed to be the responsible one.
So we got a 7.
Oh, Ento.
It's like, are you or are you not Bonita?
I feel bonita.
Then you are.
Neat.
Alright. So, horseshoes and hand grenades. Alright, so if you guys get a 2 or a 19, the 2 counts as a 1, and the 19 counts as a 20. So, Ento, you come flying down this way, like leading the pack. And Pim's right behind you, yelling at you that to be careful. B, I don't know if you're, like, wrapped around Pim's neck or just running around. Are you, like, wearing, like... Is she wearing, like, a boa?
Bee boa. Creepy
boa.
silverfish boa thing.
A centipede.
I like the bee boa.
Okay.
All right,
As
bee
long
boa.
as long as Pam is also good with that.
If
It's
it's
very
B,
good.
I'm fine. I've seen worse.
Alright, so, as you guys are running down, which of the 2 traps did you hit, Ento? Did you hit the one where you are going to fall into a spike trap, like a pit at your feet? You have a chance to get out of it, but that is what it is. Or did you hit the one that dropped the boulder behind you all?
Oh my god.
Oh, I dropped the boulder.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I saw the spike trap one and just, like, vaulted over it.
And landed right on the button.
Right on the button. Like, they designed this very well. They were like, hey, we're gonna make this one a little obvious.
Okay, so each one of you tell me how you escape in this giant ball as it rolls down behind you. There are a couple rooms on the left and to the right. Straight ahead is where you're aiming. Like, that is where you heard that the artifacts were probably kept. But yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and take the initiative here. Who's the smallest person with us?
Bonnie.
I'm gonna grab Bonnie, and I'm gonna turn on my rocket-powered skates, and I'm just gonna fucking send it. I am gonna send it down this hallway as fast as my little fox ass can, and then I'm gonna try and dip into one of these rooms on the left.
Alright. I will give you... Like, you don't have to roll for it. I will give you the success if you describe some of the sick-ass stunts Rosie is doing on the way down this tunnel.
Oh, say no more. Say no more. Alright, so I'm grabbing my little dude, and we're chilling, okay? I turn on my rockets. We're going. We're beeping and bopping, weaving and wobbling. You can see this giant ass fucking boulder coming off. It's right fucking behind us. And I'm hauling ass. I'm talking like, whoa. Like super surfer hauling ass waves, dude. And then, alright, so I do a little, and then I do a little, and then I hop over this little, and then I dip to the left. And there you have it. There's like this open room, and I just kind of squeeze in there.
Absolutely.
Safe and sound.
So everybody else, based on what you just saw Rosie do, you know the path to success. Like, it is right there. You just have to do exactly what Rosie did and you're fine.
That's
I'm
right.
gonna sidestep to the right.
Roll me a 20-sider.
Oh my god.
That's a 2, so it's a 1. Because horseshoes and hand grenades is up. So, Nameless. Oh god, you get crushed by this ball, but I'm not gonna kill you for it. But you are hurt. How did you survive?
It just got my legs, man.
Just both of them?
Just both my legs.
The top half of Nameless is in this room, but like the bottom half is still in that hallway.
Yeah.
You did like a dive, but just way too soon, and you were just crawling on your like front leg.
I picture it as those dives where like you think you're gonna go far, but you really don't go anywhere.
That's what I was just thinking. It's like literally you just belly flopped on the floor.
Oh god.
Can we call you Lieutenant Dan for the rest of the fucking trip?
Lieutenant Dan!
Don't you fucking worry. This dungeon is wheelchair accessible. It's like I'm good. Alright. So, Pim, Ento, and B, you all see that happen. Like, you know what not to do, and you know what to do.
Well, Ento completely thought, because he's so hopped up on adrenaline, that he could just outrun this thing. But then he saw that and was like, oh no, my comrade! And so he dove after them.
Okay.
Ento just dove after Nameless to try to save him into the boulder.
Alright, give me a 20-sider.
Ento breaks the boulder with his body.
I honestly think that he kind of did. Like, I think Ento's been working out lately, right?
Yeah, Ento's been focusing on buys and tries a lot.
So I
He's
think
fucking swole.
he's getting there. I think Ento like jumps back and literally body blocks the boulder for a second and pulls Nameless into this room on the right. But Nameless still broke one leg. Like one leg still got smashed, but the other one didn't. So
I'll take it.
And then it's like coming down, and Pim and B, this is all what you guys are seeing.
Pim's gonna notice the path that Rosie took, and she's gonna use them powerful thighs and bunny legs to parkour her way after Rosie. With
That's
B
some
on
Indiana
her
Jones shit. Do it. Do
shoulders
it.
and like a back, with B on her shoulders as a boa.
Oh, I thought you were saying that you have B on your back like Yoda.
That too. Either way. B, do you want to be a boa or Yoda?
Use the force.
Bee's gonna try to hang on with her tiny Yoda legs.
Nice.
All 6 of them at this point.
All 6 of them, and they're like completely wrapped around like Pim's chest. Pim looks like she has another tail as this like chitinous gross one is just...
She's got a backpack.
A backpack. Alright, let's see what happens. Not good.
Oh, roll me one more, because you're the one that actually followed Rosie, and Rosie's like leading you that path. Gives you another die.
Oh, okay. Still not good.
Not a little better though. A little better.
Better.
Okay, so your tough choice is you're gonna get like hit, but you will then be like forced into the same room as Rosie. You'll both take a little bit of damage as the boulder like checks you. Or alternatively, you could take no damage, but to get away from it, you don't get to make that turn. You have to keep going. So the 5 of you will be separated into 3 different groups.
I don't know, what do you think, B?
I'm good with the 3 groups if you are.
Alright, yeah, we like look at Rosie as we're running past the room and just like, oh shit, I'm sorry!
So, after having that conversation, Starless did play the category up. So do you guys want to be in the same room as Rosie with no punishment? Or would you want to like be in 3 separate groups?
We got unless that's too much of a pain in the ass for you.
No, it's fine with me. Like I'm cool with the way that it's going. Alright. So... I thought I was so good because I had all the tokens in all the right spots. Yeah, we found the category up. That's fine. Yeah, it was slow, but they like if the story goes in that direction, it's fine. We're good. All right, so Rosie and Bonnie, where are you two? All right, so you two end up in this room. And it's like, it's definitely like the place of some kind of strange ritual. Like somebody prayed here at one point in time. And you see Bonnie walking around the room taking... As like, but you do hear the boulder go past, so you could leave this room and go back. Oh yeah, sorry. You see Bonnie taking notes, and then, you could leave and go back to get to where Ento and Nameless are, but you couldn't just go to where Pim is, because Pim's being, like, chased down.
Bonnie, dude, is there anything super important here you really need to take notes on, or can we rejoin our homies back yonder with broken leg bird dude.
Bonnie's just like nodding. It's just like, this is fascinating. It's, and he like you see him like reading information from a tablet, not a giant stone tablet. He's like putting rubbings on. He's just like, no, this might be what we were looking for. True proof that the Sea Devil was not just real, wasn't an imaginary figure, but it was a title. More than it wasn't a person.
Do you think these are the relics that we need?
They could be. I need to study them a little bit longer.
All right, dude, take your time. I'm gonna holler back to the group here and let them know. I'm gonna let them know that we need to take our time in this room.
And Bonnie's just like, oh, thank you. As he pulls out a tiny little like pack of little like pickaxes, like rock hammers and stuff, Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
And he's like taking samples of everything. So he rolled an 11. He will be able to get this done pretty quickly. Not as fast as it could be, but he will be able to finish his studying in this room relatively fast for you all to be able to rejoin each other.
Okay, cool. Yeah, but take as much time as you need.
And then Nameless and Ento. Oop, somebody left the call. I bet it was B. No, it wasn't B. It was Nika. No, it wasn't Nika. Who left the call? It was the bot.
Those damn bots.
Right? So,
Artemiseus, B+/Ru it was.
Got it. So Ento, you see Nameless. Well, drag Nameless in here. Nameless has one of his legs completely wrecked by this boulder.
All right, so I'm gonna use my heal ability. It's the better one because the mend only does cuts and bruises and shit like that. But before
Just for the record, I just want to get one thing out. We definitely just failed that bounty, by the way. Because I asked him how it went wrong, and he said he broke his legs. Just throwing that one out there.
But I look at Nameless and what's your favorite flavor lolly?
Oh, jeez. Grape.
Grape? Alright. And he pulls out 5 of them. Bite down on these. This is gonna hurt.
That's terrible.
And he sets his leg.
Yeah, give me a 20-sider. Oh, you know what? No. Nameless, you give me the 20-sider.
Oh, this is gonna be painful.
So a tough choice. Does it sit right the first time? You get it just perfect the first time, but it hurts like hell. Or did it not sit perfectly? You don't have to take any damage, but if you roll low, you will break it.
Oh, it's gonna heal wonky.
Oh, it's gonna heal wonky? Alright. But Ento, you feel like he moved at the last minute, but it seems okay.
I mean, that's...
It'll do. We should get going.
Just be careful on it. Be careful on it.
You do see some old pieces of wood, and this was obviously somebody's bedroom at some point in time, and the sheets are they're mostly gone through decay over the years, but you could fashion a pair of crutches for him.
Yeah, definitely gonna make a makeshift set of crutches and a splint to help it set okay-ish.
Yeah, right.
Oh no, we gotta do the Tiny Tim, just one over the shoulder.
Oh, just the one? Alright, yeah.
One. Okay, yeah. Hey, alright, here you go, just Don't put a lot of weight on it if you don't have to. We'll get you fixed up better once we get back out of Paul.
While he's making this and getting me all set up, can I look around and see anything?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a 20-sided for that. Yeah. So yeah, things you do find, so this was a large, like, communal bedroom. So it's not just, like, one bed in here. Like, there were tons of beds as you go down. So, like, lots of people lived here. And, like, you see the remnants of trunks at the ends of these beds. And you see, there were definitely clothes. And sometimes you even see, like, bones. Like, people that died, like, in here. And, like, you see, like, no, like, not, like, ghosts or anything, but, like, you see that this was, like, not fully a city, but maybe a small town of people. And with your success, I will give you, like, carved into the shell, like, walls of this place, sometimes are very, like, nautical looking images, like old school tattoo, like, looking things, you know, the swallows and the anchors and stuff like that, like naval tattoos. And, like, sometimes you just see, like, body songs. Like, you can tell that this is where pirates lived.
I'm gonna have to push you off to the side, Ento, and be like, walk over there, hoping that I don't, like, hurt myself, and just be like, can you make out any of these symbols?
And I was just like, they're very crude. Like, some of them are very crudely chiseled, but then others are very crude images.
Ento, roll me a 20-sider. Roll me 2 20-siders, and we'll take the highest, actually. Absolutely. So we got a 16 there. Ento, and you're not 100% sure, like, how this makes any sense. But you see the signet that is so close to your old pirate crew. Like, you, as you're, like, studying all the symbols, you realize that, oh, this is the Sea Devil. Like, we've learned about him. And then there are 5 others. And, like, they're all, like, weirder shapes. Like, one of them is most certainly just the symbol of a lobster. Like, literally a lobster, and that one's wild. And one of them's, like, a pair of lips, like, there's 5 other ones. Like, so you see the one, and then there's 5 others. One of them is the lobster. One of them's like a kissy pair of lips. One of them, like, in the other 3 are, like, weird shapes that might have some meaning. But then there's the 7th, and on the 7th one, you recognize that one. Like, that is your old Jolly Roger.
Wait a minute. This is... The rest of these are just weird, but... This one's the symbol that we used to fly under with the captain. Is it like each symbol is kind of like next to a bed type thing?
Next to a group of beds.
Okay. I'd like to search through that little group of beds.
Yeah, you and Nameless, both of you give me a 20-sider for that. Oof.
Ow.
Oof, you both rolled bad.
We ain't seen shit.
So, I will give you a tough choice, and this is for both of you. You can get a little bit more information, but as a doctor, you're gonna diagnose Paul with something. Like, as you're searching around. Okay, Warlord made it a 20.
Yay!
So, with the 20, you find just a journal, and like, I don't have the journal written up right now, but I can try to get it written up at some point. That is just like it is listing off adventure. Like, it is from the point of view of the doctor of this ship, and like, the ship's name is your old ship name. And I think like it would like be one of those things where the camera would see Ento reading it, and like the camera would see Ento's eyes recognizing the name of the ship, but we wouldn't show the camera, like the viewers wouldn't see the name of that ship. It's like in reading it, like it is from the doctor of that ship, and very similarly like recounts a lot of your adventures. Like, not exactly, because the world doesn't fit 1-to-1. It's not exactly the liminal plane, but you can make the connection.
So is this like this world's version of me?
Yes. I will just, because they made it a 20, that is what it is. Like, this is the legend of you got here. Because the legend of you existed outside the silver thimble. So all stories got mashed together. So this world has a legend that is about Pym, and is about Ento, and is about Marcus, and is about Brigitte, and is about the captain. Sunscreen, my bad. I keep forgetting because like he originally named him just Marcus. And Nameless, you definitely read some of the body songs on the wall and like can add them to like your repertoire. Like, I can try to come up with something for that as well.
Oh yeah.
And it's just, they are gross. Like, they are the fucking kind of song that like parents don't let their kids. It's basically Baby Got Back, but what if a pirate shanty?
Well, somebody knows what they need to do.
Right? No, I think it's like Wet Ass Captain or something like that.
I was gonna say pirate wop.
Yeah, it's pop. Pirate ass pussy.
Gotta pop that pop.
Alright. So that is what you two are doing. And Pym and B, like, you finally outrun the boulder. Like, you go through like an area and it like smashes at the wall behind it. So you turn around and you can't get back that way. But you are now at the top of these stairs looking down into like, it almost looks like where they like, no, you know, it doesn't almost look like it. It is. This is where they load and unload goods off from ships. But you don't see immediately like where the ships would dock.
And those stupid mites are down there?
Oh, they really are. There's way more than just those two as well.
Oh, I hate it. So are there... What to do?
Would they notice us since I'm technically one of them?
I mean,
Send profile. Send profile.
Send profile.
I mean, walk through this.
Yeah, you guys believe in yourselves. Go for it. Give me that 20-sider, both of you. We'll take the higher. 14's good. As long as B doesn't roll another 1, we're good. There we go. It's a 7. Looks like a 1, but it's not. It looks like a one with a hat. Alright, so yeah, you guys managed to like... Is this the reverse scene? Isn't it B now on the ground scuttling and Pim riding B?
Yes.
Ooh, excuse me.
It wasn't.
Absolutely.
What? So like, yeah, you guys get deeper into here. And also, I need to like make it clear that this place is dark, but it's nowhere near as dark as it should be. Like, you can't see the sun, but light's coming from somewhere. Like, if you look up, you see like a purple ceiling that doesn't appear to be giving off light, but the room does have light.
Can I look around for the light source?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me a 20-sided for that one. Yeah, 14. You would see it. That not microscopic is the wrong word, but like the next best thing is like all over. You see little bioluminescent flies that you are basically breathing in and out. They're everywhere. They're like the second the air came into this place, they all woke up. So the go ahead.
Can we pretend that Pim always carries jars with her? Can I snatch some up and put them in a jar?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put it in my pocket.
Imagine if you had now a jar of fireflies, but that are so small that it's so dense that you cannot individually see them in this jar. Like, it just looks like the jar is lighting up.
All right. Yeah, atop B, I guess we should look around and see if there's any of these artifact things that Bonnie wants rolling around down here with all these parasites.
Right, so yeah, you find like the fact that this is like a dock. It is like a dry dock, and you can see where like the boats came in. There is a hole in the ceiling that could be like opened, like, and you see all the pulleys and levers, and it's just like, it's fascinating architecture. And if anybody was like, you have been talking to Cassidius, roll me a 20-sider. Or Cassidus. You've been talking to Cass.
Absolutely.
So it's a success. This place reminds you of everything Cass was talking about from his home, Dry Dock. Like, it mixes that, and like it has this amazing like wench system that is from another place out east that he has been discussing. You can't quite put your finger on the name of that place, but like they are like, he has described them as like wizards of like mechanical sciences. Like, they build themselves off of canyon with these chains that like hold parts of their city together, and it's all very like weights and counterweights situation. Like, Cass doesn't fully understand it, but he has described it when drunk in such amazing detail that it's just, imagine if a crane could be art. That is what this city is. Like, imagine an entire, like, you know the beautiful suspension bridges? What if a city was one of those?
Ooh.
And this technology looks like very rudimentary versions of it, but it reminds you of what he has told you. And like, if you share that information with B, you know that that is the next side over on the east. But B's tasted something from the from the east side. B's definitely gotten a lick at Cass at some point in time.
At least one. I mean, if she's hanging out with me, she's with him.
So with that, like, B's just like, yeah, but this isn't from that side. This is from somewhere else.
But has the same technology?
Mm-hmm. Has many, like, culturally similar things. Like, you can the basis. Like, if you had bought an anthropologist into this game, you would learn a little bit more, but we're gonna have to talk to Laura at some point in the future.
Okay.
All right, so let's go back to Rosie and Bonnie. So Bonnie is just like carefully looking at everything, and he's just like doing rubbings and taking care of it. He's just like, "Thank you for staying here with me." So, do you have the feeling that we're being watched?
You know, I kind of had that feeling a little bit ago, and then it went away, and now I'm kind of feeling it again now that you've mentioned something.
I think we might want to get out of here.
Alright, bud. Are you getting, like, the heebie-jeebies?
I am getting the heebie-jeebies. I feel like something big's coming.
Oh, shit. Alright, hop on my shoulders and let's boogie. Let's see if we can't get down to where Pim and B happen to be at.
Absolutely. So yeah, Ento and Nameless, like, you guys feel like you have gotten everything that you can out of this room as well. And you just like got journals to study, and Nameless is Tiny Tim in it.
Yeah, I'm ready to leave. We should probably try and
let's-
meet everyone else at the entrance or something.
Yeah, let's hobble along down where we saw Rosie run into now that the boulder's gone.
Yeah, so the boulder did keep going down. And you see in that room, you see Rosie and Bonnie like heading out of it, and like Bonnie's like looking down at the book, and you guys immediately also get the like something is watching you feeling.
Ooh. Anybody else got the heebie-jeebies in here?
Yeah, it's creepy as shit. There's something funky going on, and I don't like it. I don't know if it's the Fratellis or like what's going on, but we need to like bust out of here.
Alright, so yeah, you guys just split from that room. It's like, no, you know what? No, we're just not. We're not dealing with whatever's giving us that feeling. And honestly, I respect that. But like, you get to the end of the hall, and you just see the giant boulder blocking your path. Like, you can't get where Pim was because the boulder is now in the way.
That's unfortunate.
Is there any other route to take?
Yeah, it appears there's another path that'll like to the right of you at the end of this tunnel. I mean, also, you could just try to break a big rock. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just giving you both of the options. Like, it's not impossible to destroy this.
Well, I vote we wait for Pim at the entrance.
I just fucking like bye.
I'm not leaving my sister behind.
Ento,
Yeah, I feel that. I am, I came here looking for adventure, and I'm not going home until I've had my fill. So, screw the rock. Let's take this cool ass path. Let's see where this leads.
All right, yeah. Ento, how long have you guys been down here?
That's a good question. I'm gonna roll a d20 to see if I actually know.
All right.
Oh no.
All right, so we got a tough choice. Let's see. All right. So one of it is you have no idea how long you've been down here. Like, you have completely lost track of time. Or the other one is I can tell you exactly how long that you've been down here, but you are not going to like the answer.
I'm gonna go with I am completely clueless. Because of the adrenaline, time seemed to like go by really fast.
Oh, absolutely. So like,
I've
you
got
think
no clue, and now that the adrenaline's worn off because the timer's done, Ento 1 has no clue and is also like, man, this adrenaline's not quite hitting like it used to. I don't think that's good.
Oh no. Ento's developing a drug addiction.
He's an adrenaline junkie. He's a little twitchy.
As a doctor, you should know better.
I should. Hey, I'm not the one who keeps pumping my ass full of adrenaline.
It's literally everybody else.
Enablers. Why you keep enabling my boy over here?
So you guys start coming down like this side of it, and you see a lot of the like creatures like burrowing into deep into the shell as they can get. And like you all see a bunch of rooms, and you see the same kind of technology I explained to Pim earlier, but not to the same degree. Like you don't see the dock, that's not here. But you do see the fact that there's like intricate pulley systems around. You might not trust those ropes because of how long they've been like unused, but still. And you then
Nameless is just gonna grab them.
just grab the. All right, yeah, absolutely. Just trying to pull them down or test their strength, or just.
Nope, just yank them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you have that. You definitely have the scene from Lord of the Rings where the bucket falls for what feels like 1,000,000. And there's like crashing all around you, and like the bugs slowly turn and like look at you all, and they wait until the full sound has stopped. Pim and B, can you both roll me a 20-sided reel?
Can do, boss.
So we got a 10 and a 5. Oh, sorry. So we got a 10 and we got a 5, and what we're gonna do is go back to that screen real fast and then make everybody hate me. B, I don't know what you were doing to not notice what happened here, but all of the little like bugs ran away, and you hear a giant roar, Pim, as you turn around.
Oh, good.
And that has begun to like spring up.
I was digging for some Paul juice.
Digging for Paul juice. That's what the other things were doing too, and that's where this came from. You found like a little like basically like oil spring of Paul juice, and it's like spritting up, and all of a sudden this like tapeworm, and it's very slender at first, and it like kind of like oozes, it Play-Dohs its way out of like this tiny hole, this tiny little hole that Pim made. It squeezes itself out, and as like it goes in there, it begins wrapping itself around the room and becomes this giant mass of pirate treasure and skulls and tapeworms and like the chitin from the shell, and also like bits of these worms have like pulled themselves, lashed themselves together into this creature, and it is roaring, and like it roars, and it looks at you, and then it immediately bursts forward as you hear that bucket falling sound. Like it is not coming for you, it is chasing down that sound.
Ick. Just ick. I
Very
guess
ick.
probably follow it carefully.
Just slowly hunting it down.
Yes.
All right. Hey, other team, you guys don't have that option.
Yeah, I kind of figured when you said that it was coming towards the bucket.
It's like, it is here, and it is lashing around everywhere. I'm going to roll a 20-sider. This hits all of you if it hits, just so you know.
Fabulous.
It rolled a success, so it's going to do 2 damage to everybody. And you see Bonnie go flying.
No, Bonnie.
Not dead, just flying again.
Oh.
And yeah, sorry. B, are you still just a steed for Pim? Is that what's happening right now? Is it just hi-ho?
So far.
Alright. Both of you give me a 20-sider to like sneak up on this thing. Tough choice. And a failure. Alright, so I'm not gonna like make you guys actually do a tough choice. It's you do not get there in time to like help them for this round.
Okay.
But the three of you see this very big problem.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Alright, so what are you three gonna do? What would Rosie do? What would Ento do? What would Nameless do?
Quick, Ento, throw all your lollies at him.
Yeah. Do you have any ones that'll put this freaking thing's ass to sleep? You got any Quaaludes in that fucking rucksack here?
So both of us can put it to sleep, and we're just like.
I'm gonna play a card. It's sniped.
Okay, yeah.
Deal 4 damage to it.
For sure.
Like, Ento like reaches into his coat and pulls out like in between each finger is a lolly, and just like throws all of them at this thing.
Are they like because like you use them as medicine? They like. Are they prescription lollies?
Not these ones. These ones are like the really cheap off-brand that nobody likes.
The top care.
And they're all like broken and jagged because like they're created. They're made so poorly.
And just like it's like whipping around and screaming about it as like candy shards are just digging into the fucking like flesh of it, but its flesh also like is whirling because like it's constantly moving to like get into a shape, so it's digging itself deeper in there as you go. Yeah, it's sick. Well, what you got, Nameless, with your other than a tiny Tim crutch?
Can I try and hide behind this guy?
Absolutely, you're hiding behind Bonnie. So yeah, are you gonna like do anything back there or just hide? I'm cool with either.
It's hide for right now. I have a thought.
Alright, so Rosie, what do you got?
Alright, so is this guy like, does he have like any hair on him, or is like he having like cloth stuck to him, or like old cobwebs, or anything that I could set on fire?
I would say that like because it is made of like the stuff in the dry dock back there, like I would assume there's got to be like an old like dried sail from a ship in there somewhere.
Alright, well I want to use Kindle, and I want to ignite some of these dry ass cloth pieces on this guy on fire. Deal some damage to his ass.
Yeah, give me that 20-sider.
Alright.
Two. So like you go to set it on fire, and like you then look down at your foot and realize that one of its like tentacles has wrapped tightly around your foot, and you guys just see Rosie go launched into the sky.
Well, that's smart.
It's just like Rosie has not taken damage yet, but we all know that Rosie's about to take 6 damage if she lands badly, and it does not look like she won't be landing badly. Yeah, go ahead and re-roll that one then.
Okay, thank you. All right, let me see here. Goonies never say die.
So a 9. So yeah, I will give you a tough choice. So you can re-catch yourself and like actually set that fire, but like you will still be thrown into the air if you do that. Or you could like see what happened and dodge and like pull your foot up, so neither one of you get an attack on the other.
I'm gonna take one for the team, and I want to set the thing on fire and get thrown into the air.
Absolutely. So like it reels back screaming as like it's like it looks like it's having heart. Like the fire is like right in the middle of it. So it is going to make its attack now. Nope, wrong thing. Let's just put go. Alright, so it's going to attack, and Pim and B will show up right after it. Thank you, Puppin. This is like it lashing out, trying to like... Oh, it has failed. It was specifically going for Rosie to spike her out of the sky as like a backup. But like it smashes down, and you see it crush this little like parasite up here just to pieces as it's flailing. And as it flails, because it was a 2, the fire grows even bigger. Pim and
Would Pim and B see Rosie in the air?
They would. I was just about to say that. Like, you get in here, and the first thing you see is Rosie flying through the air. And this thing, like, taking shots at her.
Pim, you want to fly?
I want to fly! Let's go!
Are you launching Pim off of your back? Like, are you bucking her off in your weird little, like, centipede body?
I'm gonna try to launch her into the air at Rosie with my new tail.
Beautiful.
And then I'm gonna grab Rosie and just kind of, like, use the dumb wings that I have that I can't fly with to just kind of flutter.
Yeah, you could glide. I'd say you'd be fine.
I can help by using my rocket-powered skates to slow us down and power us up back to the ground.
Absolutely. So all 3 of you roll me a 20-sider.
Teamwork.
All right. And if I could, can we aim for that top ledge up there, up towards its head?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
All right. So we don't want to take the 2. We probably don't want to take the 5, but we will take the 15.
Yes.
Pim, you have to tell me how these 2 fucked it up, but you still managed to save the day.
So B tries to launch me, and it kind of like shoots me past Rosie, but towards a wall. And I immediately redirect and plant my feet on the wall, and then leap off of the wall and grab Rosie. And we're gonna kind of just head towards that ledge.
Rosie, who's in the air, who has not turned off her jet-powered like roller skates and keeps trying to pull away from you or go the wrong direction.
I'm gonna spin her so she's aimed in the right direction for us to go where we need to go.
Thanks, love.
I think you don't take damage, but I do think there is a scene of Rosie bumping into the wall and falling on her butt. All right. Ento and Nameless. And I guess Bonnie. Bonnie is going to try to switch places with Nameless. Bonnie has like tries. Nameless, what do you do that knocks Bonnie down? Like why did Bonnie fall down? Okay.
I'm just going to push him for my own benefit.
All right, Bonnie hits the ground and is now like on the ground in front of the creature. Ento, what do you got? Oh, Ento and Nameless. Both of you guys can do stuff. It is on fire. Pim has arrived. Creepy B is behind you, which is just still so creepy.
Buh.
I'm gonna slowly start backing up, closer to the exit.
Oh yeah, there's a door right behind you. Like there's,
Yeah.
it looks like some kind of like fancy room.
I love that that's forever his goal, is just to get the fuck out.
It's, I'm not sure how he ended up in the archaeological team.
I was all about the dogs, man.
I just want finger dogs.
Real bad.
I'm gonna hate when I have to give you like the ranger ability, and then you have just a finger dog. That makes me uncomfortable. But now I have to do this.
Didn't he call for 2 finger dogs?
Yeah, but like he can only take one out at a time. Can we name one of them Sarah Jessica and the other one Parker?
Yes. Yes.
I don't know why. That's just what I want to name you 2 fingered.
No,
because B gets one too. 2 of them, like one's Sarah, one's Jessica, and the third one's Parker. All right, so that's stupid, but yeah, Nameless, you bounce.
It's a shared custody deal.
Did Bonnie land next to me?
Yeah, on the ground, but definitely next to you, prone and swearing at Nameless.
All right, so I bend down and I pull out a cherry lolly and just pop it in Bonnie's mouth, and I use calcify on Bonnie.
Okay, so like all of a sudden, Bonnie also grows a fucking turtle shell, basically.
Yes. Yep.
Alright,
and
absolutely.
it adds basically a 2 HP shield.
So yeah, Bonnie then like immediately understands what happened with the lolly in the mouth and spins over to put their shell up, and you just see their fucking like arms, legs, and head go hide in this turtle shell.
And then can I just like scoot Bonnie away from everything?
Oh yeah, I'll let you do like wee.
Just like spinning across the floor.
Right, it's just like throwing a turtle shell in fucking Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Alright, so this thing again is just like rearing up, and all of you are safe, but it is gonna get one more attack and go again. And it's like, it's rearing up. It is on fire and does not like to be on fire for the record. It's not a big fan of this, but it gets an 11, and with that, you all will take an additional 2 damage, but you just see Bonnie get, like, shuttled out, like, very curling situation. Like, you just see Bonnie's, like, going down the hallway, like, basically sweet-ass stunts, the same way that Rosie was on fucking roller skates, but inside a shell.
Bonnie's just pinballing down the hallway.
Hell yeah.
Right. He's doing great, though. Except for he, like, again, terrified, so screaming as it echoes. Alright, but you guys all get an attack or something. Like, whichever order you want to go, that's fine. Like, we got B, Pim, Rosie, and Ento. All 4 of you can go. Not Nameless, he is in another room for some reason.
Does B- have the reduces HP from last time still?
No.
Okay.
I want you to be able to have fun, not just... But yeah.
Let's see B do something weird.
I always assume B is going to do something weird.
Where's my TTS button?
Don't eat the giant tapeworm, though.
Just don't do that.
How close am I to Ento?
How close? Oh yeah, you're right behind him. Like you're right there. Like if he turns around, like he's just like, ugh. He's close enough to feel your body temperature. And I don't want to know what temperature that is.
98 degrees. Oh
shit. I don't actually know any 98 degree songs. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That was not my boy band of choice. NSYNC for life.
Yeah, boy.
I'm gonna jump on Ento's back and headbutt and knocks into him.
And headbutt and knocks into him. Okay. I can't remember what knocks does. I'm gonna read that spell real quick. This doesn't sound like it's gonna be not gross at all. Knocks. You touch a creature, giving them a combination of effects for the next hour. You may choose up to 3 effects: wakefulness, alertfulness, increased confidence, euphoria, laughter, vivid sensations, relaxedness, sweating, nausea, chills, or irritability. Or you could add something else. What you gonna put in him?
Should be good.
This is like the second time
Alertness,
B has done
increased
this.
confidence, vivid.
Okay, so hear me out, guys. Hear me out. So B, in her weird new form, is crawling up the back of Ento, like a backpack, like the Yoda thing. But as she's on it, because she said she headbutts him, do you like completely, like, do you spacesuit his head with blood, is what I'm asking. And now it is now we have Ento positive again. Like, where Ento was the original person that wore B as like some kind of super suit. Is that happening again?
Imagine a face hugger, but on your back and then just a blood tent helmet.
This is a nightmare. Alright, Ento, you have increased confidence, vivid. You have increased alertness, confidence, and vivid. So yeah, I also think that B probably made you a lot more when she got attached to you.
What exactly
Hostile.
is vivid?
Do you vividly see the world? Like, everything's kind of in slow motion? Like, you're looking at the world in HD?
4K.
Yeah, it's like, oh shit.
Like, that thing's even more disgusting than I realized.
Oh, you just see all of the little parts of it? You know what? Yes, you do. You see
It says
all
vivid sensations, so whatever you think that does to you.
Yeah, like, you see, like, right at its heart, like, the reason that the fire really took off is because you see there's a strange, like, silver fire in that. Like, in the center. It's a different fire, but you can see it, like. So there are 2 fires happening in this thing at once.
How hard is like the shell of the creature that B is inside?
Oh, it's very hard.
So
Like,
it could take like a hit from Pim's gun.
Yeah, I would assume so.
All right, because what I'm thinking, Pim, is we do our lifelink Uber ability,
Got it.
but like I jump up and you shoot me in the back where B is, like hurtling us towards this thing. And
Can
like
do.
as I'm doing it, I pull out my Wolper sword from my father.
Yep.
Aiming straight at that silver fire in the center of it.
Yes.
That sounds dope.
All right, I can definitely shoot you in the back, bro.
Okay, so I need all 3 of you roll me a 20 side, and we will take the highest, unless it's a 1. Then we take that 1. Why did flipping horizontally just make it look like?
Oh, wow.
Don't give the weird creature. Okay, so we'll take that 15. Hey, B, how did you save this one? Like, what did B do to correct? Honestly, Pim's how did Pim shoot wrong? And like, Ento wasn't standing in the right location. I don't know how it, but like.
Pim got distracted by pirate treasure attached to the thing. Like, ooh, shiny.
There are definitely shinies in here.
Ento accidentally stepped on one of the shards from the lollies he threw earlier and jumped wrong.
It's just like B leaning their weight in just the right way so that like she actually gets shot, because otherwise it's just gonna hit the ground. Art is typing, everyone, just in case the chat worries.
Pim always shoots Ento, by the way. Or stabs him or slits his throat open. It's our ability. It's normal. Someone accusing me of continuing to shoot teammates.
Like this one you meant to do.
It's
And
my
this one's
brother.
intentional.
Like the problem was like you almost didn't shoot your teammate this time. Is like what the actual problem is.
We learned this ability at a very young age from the times that Pim tried to beat the shit out of Ento.
He's like 10 seconds older than me. I have to, prove myself.
What if the shot was slightly off so the force of the bullet ejected be fully out of the parasite instead of hitting Ento and completely into Ento with such force that it also corrects Ento's aim?
Yeah, I'm down with that. So B comes flying out of that shell.
Just plorp right out.
So like what it is now, Ento, you are on like standing on the folds near the fire and like slashing with your sword, but B now out of the shell is on the thing's face, just like slowly putting herself back together, like just stuck on its face. So yeah, you cut into it and you deal damage and you are hurting it. Rosie, as that all happens, it's like lashes the tentacle at you again, and I'm gonna roll an attack roll. Cool. I rolled a failure, and it hits right next to you. Like its tentacle is just a fucking like ramp sliding down towards it like a roller coaster. For the record.
Perfect.
And that is the situation that Rosie finds herself in.
Right. I am going to skate down this tentacle and thorn this guy right in the face.
Alright, give me that 20-sider.
Let me see this.
Unless you explain to me the 6 stunts that you're doing.
Oh my god.
I will take
Alright,
6 stunts
so
in place of a die roll.
I don't know if y'all ever seen No Brink or any of them little skate movies from back in the fucking 2000s and shit, but I know some sick moves. Alright, I'm just putting this out there. Alright, so I come down a little tentacle, I get about 5 inches in, and then I do a little kapow! And then I do a little shazam! And then a little twirly worm. And then all of a sudden I'm right in its face, okay? And then I take my one skate and I shove it in its little nose socket. And I take my other skate and I shove it in like whatever that other little nose socket thing is going on. And then I take my palm and I stick it in its eyeball. And then I shoot it with my little thorn.
I will accept that.
Big punch.
I will accept that fully. So like you burrow in, like your thorn goes out and like burrows into it. And like B, you see a hole in this thing's skull. I'm just like throwing that one out there. I'm not telling you what to do, but you see a hole in an enemy's skull. So, real quick, I see Art's typing something. I'm gonna go to.
Oh, come on, we're going in for sure.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So, Nameless, you've wandered away. You still hear the battle happening out there? Like, it's just like this huge fucking war. But you see a table in this room, and there's something like all of these like shells on the walls are maps, or like incredibly faded, but like they are definitely sea charts from somewhere. And this table has 7 chairs at it, and like in front of each chair is a lit candle, and in front of each chair is a candle. The one at the head on the far left there, that one has a lit candle.
Are there any drinks laying around?
There are cups for drinks, and each of the 7 chairs has a different style cup in front of it.
All right, so I'm gonna probably pick up the cup next to the lit candle.
Okay, that is a somewhere between a chalice and a beer stein is what that looks like.
I'm gonna pick up one of those in my one hand and the lit candle in another.
You try to move the lit candle, and the lit candle will not move.
Oh, that's bullshit.
It's not like it's stuck to the table. It is like the candle itself will not move, and even if you grab it and shake at it, the fire over top of it will not does not appear like you're trying to shake it at all.
So this is what we're gonna do. Hold on. Can I do bricolage again?
So that you can like get a warning if somebody's coming?
Oh, no. I want to just rip off a feather off of me.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah,
use it
absolutely.
to light up.
Oh, okay. Roll me a 20 sec.
Okay.
Five. Okay, so you light your feather with this flame, and the second the fire touches your feather, you feel the most like invasive fear. Like you are terrified. Like I don't even know what could possibly terrify Nameless. Like he's been through some shit, and like I don't know how he could be scared, but you are scared out of your mind.
I'm gonna poop my pants.
You have, in fact, pooped your pants.
Okay.
This room is hell. You want nothing to do with this room. Like this room is the scariest thing ever.
Alright, can I then... I'm gonna freak out, and I'm gonna throw my chalice at one of the maps.
Yeah, absolutely. It hits, and like... everybody outside this room, and the monsters included, you hear... and not just hear, but feel... you know when like a pond is completely frozen over, and all of a sudden nobody like hit it or anything? It's just the pressure and the temperature makes the whole thing snap, like the frozen ice. That's what you hear and feel, like inside. Like
holy cow.
And it's terrifying for all of you as well. Like you are all scared. Like everybody for your next attack, roll twice and take the lowest.
Everything's fine.
I'm gonna use relieve again and stick a lolly in my own mouth.
Ento is fine. But yeah, okay, so like this thing also like looks around and like it knows something's coming. Like this thing on fire is like looking for the escape. It does not want to be here. It doesn't look like it wants to fight you anymore either. It wants to leave.
I'm assuming maybe we should probably get out too. There's got to be a way out by the dry dock.
But like you guys hear Bonnie like in the distance, it's like over here.
Bonnie!
I-
Rush towards Bonnie.
I'm going to roll for Bonnie to see if Bonnie has managed to get this stuff working. I'm going to roll 2 and take the lowest, though, because that
Did
is a
we
1.
already get inside of it?
That is a 1. That's real bad. B, if you want to get in it, you got to roll me those 2 dice and take the lowest. Bonnie's not in a good... Bonnie's not a good spot, everybody. Oh, neither is B. B rolled a 1. That's where all the ones were hiding.
Yeah, what happened to all our good rolls? Sheesh.
We used them all up.
Nameless, were you running out of that room?
Yeah, definitely.
Or you can't change your 1.
I believe
Oh,
it's a reap.
no, you want to reap and sow. I gotcha.
Yup.
Okay, so the best thing and the worst thing. What's the best thing? B, like, what does B want out of this situation? B is typing.
B wants to get in there, puff up like a puffer fish and explode its face off.
Okay. So yeah, you guys see B full gel form, like wiggle her weirdness into this thing's skull through the hole that Rosie just made. And it begins to inflate. You all look at the fire as this thing begins to inflate and realize what's about to happen. This thing is going to explode like a bomb. Like, as B's like puffing it up, like something like Ento, you're the one that's gonna recognize it. You're gonna smell a certain smell that it's like, oh no, whatever's inside of it is flammable. And when it pops, it's gonna pop in a real big way. And just like, not a good way. How do you all get out of this situation? Like, each one of you has to tell me how, like, this thing is about to die. But how do you get out? Oh, Nameless too, because you're going to be in this room too.
Pim and Rosie, can I make a suggestion?
Absolutely.
Alright, so you know what
can.
you know what she did earlier with the grabbins and the rocketsons and
Yeah.
Yes.
everything? Alright, Pim. Because Rosie's still on the face of this thing as well, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Alright, Pim, glide to Rosie. Rosie, activate your rocket skates. Barrel into me, aiming towards the hallway where Bonnie's at.
Oh, I can definitely do that. I think we have birthed like rocket powered Pim
It's like
by combining Rosie and Pim powers.
it's like Power Rangers, but like Pim, Rosie, Ento style.
Yes.
Pimento.
Yes.
Oh, it's like we got a Rosie Pimento.
That's right.
Rosie Pimento. All right. I could definitely do that. All right. So we do that.
Yeah, alright, so that's just between the two of you. That's how you two are getting out. Roll me 4 20-siders. Like both of you roll me 2. And we have to take the lowest. But like, yeah. So we got a 6 and a 9, giggity.
Oh
It's
shit.
just increasingly got worse.
And a 4
worse.
and a 3, so it's a tough choice. So, Pim,
Or
something
20,
goes wrong, but you can manage to like regain yourself. Like, I'm not sure how you counter the weight. Like, let me know how you do that. But like so you're a little off balance, and you can like as you're flying by it, you see a little bit of treasure. You see, because this thing right here is technically the loot goblin for everybody. Like through the fire, like you could jump away from Rosie to grab this item, but you will then take the full brunt of the explosion. Rosie will still make it out. Like you have managed to get Rosie down the hall, but you will take 8 points of damage as this explodes.
I will not, Rosie.
So you're gonna stay on Rosie? What's that? You will, not Rosie. Rosie will be okay, but like you are gonna have to make rolls to get out of here as well, which might cause more damage. I'm just giving you that heads up.
But I will get the treasure.
You will get the treasure.
I will take the hit. I will literally, I'll grab Rosie. She's got her skates on, so we're heading in the right direction. And then I will kind of, lightly drop her so she goes in the right direction. And I'm going to barrel back and grab that treasure and get exploded.
All right. So you grab it. It is a pendant with a, just a lobster claw, dangling off of it. Like a topaz style lobster claw.
Ooh.
And Ento, you hilariously are right next to your sister. You could instead of Pim taking it, whatever you do, you could throw Pim, and then you could accept that damage if you want to. Or you could do that for free. No rolls necessary. That happens. But that is what. Oh, go ahead.
Can I calcify myself and then wrap around, hug Pim?
That'll be a roll, but go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna
not get the pendant.
No, you'll get the pendant.
Okay, then go do whatever you want to do.
All right, so I calcify myself. My skin hardens, and I wrap around Pim.
But you need one more and take the lower.
No, because I used the relieve
that's right.
on myself.
That's right. You are right. You're 100%. So yeah, you have protected Rosie. Nameless. No, Rosie, you've protected Pim. Nameless, how do you get out of here?
You said there's gonna be an explosion?
Oh yeah, this big thing is puffing up because Pim is just tiny little bee got in there and has begun expanding it from the inside, so it's puffing up like a balloon.
Can I roll to brace myself and use the force to glide safely away?
I will let you do that for sure. It will be 220 sided. Take the lower.
Mm.
15 and 15. Nameless fucking never fails.
Perfect. That's what I'm doing.
Did you... Rosie just fucking whoopee cushioned? It's just fucking Nameless shitting his pants at such a speed. It's all just flatulence is what it is.
He's peacing out. He's gotta go out with style, bro.
Third time XD.
Fucking Rosie's rocket skating down the fucking tunnel, swerving back and forth, stunts. All of a sudden, next to her is just Nameless, propelled by the power of his shit, flying at Mach speed, just passing Rosie. It's just
You'd say he's hauling ass.
You would say, in fact, that he is.
Fucking is. Sure shit, hauling ass.
And then, like, this thing fucking explodes. Like, it does. Like, the damn thing happens. It explodes. And, like, it still does 6 damage to,
Me.
Ento. But, because that only protects 2.
Yep.
But yeah, like, B just, like B- pops down on the ground. And the whole room is full of gore. And you watched, like, flames rip through the place. And Ento, you remember what time it is. You do not have long.
Uh-oh.
B sucks up a little gore with her foot.
Well, that just like dips one toe into the gore. Is like, yes.
Just splashing around in a puddle of gore like a kid in the rain.
Yeah, but what if the kid also just ate the gore?
Making little gore angels.
Oh, that's so cute. I like that. That can be the name of our first album, guys, of our thruple album. The Pimento.
Gore angels?
Gore Angels.
So, you all do eventually
So
make
excited rolling in the gore.
It's just so gross. It's just like, hey, we don't have a lot of time. Ento, like, tapping his watch. Let's go.
Like, he picks up B and shuffles Pim down this hallway. Come on, we gotta go.
Okay.
So, like, as you guys run down, like, and you see, you get to the thing, and Bonnie has been trying to get these dry docks to open so that you guys can leave. But, again, Bonnie rolled 2 failures for that. So you guys look up and see Bonnie tangled in chains, like, high up above the ground, like, multiple of those weird fucking bugs, like, slowly, like, crawling on the chains after him. But that's where he is. I don't know if you guys care enough about Bonnie to save him.
Bonnie's tangled up in chains? Alright. I can't let my homie go like that, so I'm gonna use Steel Sprout and aim towards the chains and turn him into vines and let him dangle down to me so I can grab him.
Yeah, give me that 20-sided. That sounds great.
I got you. Alright. I know we just met, but I like Bonnie. He's okay.
It's important that he doesn't hate us even more after last time.
All right.
Yeah, I heard y'all burned him.
So here's your tough choice. It doesn't work fully. So, like, 2 of them will fall off, but you guys can deal with them. But he will still be up there with one of the guys on him, getting ready to bite him. Or, secondarily, it works just fine. Like, you've turned all of them to vines, but these vines aren't strong enough to hold them. So, he is going to fall all the way to the ground and take damage. He will not die. Bonnie will not die, but he will be knocked out. Oh, Stylus made a success. So,
Oh, thank you.
like, so what happens is, like, it swings down very, like, vine-like, like, you know, like a vine do. But it's swinging up past you, so, it swings the vine swings past Rosie and Nameless as, like, one of these creatures is still on Bonnie's chest. But it's just a swinging vine passing you all. So you have an opportunity to save him. You can reach out and grab him.
Let's grab him.
It's like, who wants to grab them? Like, that, it's gonna have to be somebody other than Rosie, because Rosie just did that. Like, I guess Shitpants Nameless could do it, but sounds...
Shitpants, do you want to grab him?
Do I still have my crutch?
Yeah!
Instead of trying to grab him, can I just try and swing and hit the thing off of him?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Alright.
Yeah, go ahead and make that roll. Alright.
Tough choice.
Tough choice. All right, you can. It's just funny from tough choices for Nameless because I know what he's gonna choose. Do you like grab it by its tail and like pull it down, and like you will have to fight it, or did you just swing at the perfect time? Like, all right, they want to raise it by 1. I would have hurt. I was totally gonna hurt Bonnie right there. For the record, I was just gonna like the secondary choice was like, do you hit it but manage to hit through the creature and also hit Bonnie? It's like it dies, but like Bonnie is also like knocked unconscious. But no, you guys can like you drag it off of him, like you hit it off of him, it goes flying to the ground and it scuttles around. But anybody else can just immediately finish it off. We don't have to worry about like you can tell me how you do it, but you don't have to make a roll to. I don't think Bonnie's been through enough. I don't think Bonnie's a good person. Bonnie's kind of a piece of shit. So Bonnie's down here now, and like whichever one of you want to like kill this thing, that's cool. But he now like looks over at the chains and stuff that just got turned to vines. I don't know how to make this contraption work.
Then what are we supposed to do?
And it's just like, well, I haven't been counting precise time as I've been scared out of my mind, knocked over by an owl, attacked by strange bugs, attacked by a giant tapeworm, and did some rubbings of an ancient creature that most of the world believes is like some kind of like mythological being. But I believe we might be out of time. As you in the distance you do hear like the gears and start turning up to close the door. And I worry that this is our way out, our only way out. As he looks at his rubbings, and like you can't open that door from the inside. It needs to be opened from the outside. It was in case anybody and it can't be opened when Paul is underwater. So that's where you all stand. But you do have the door. There is a door open, not open, but in front of you. You know that if you get that panel to move, it's fresh air. It's a big enough size for a boat to fit in, so you guys could all make it out that way. I just don't know how you're gonna do it.
Man, I wish this was obvious. I don't know. A set of coins and a little dish that we could just weigh down and the freaking shit would open and we could get out.
Well, roll me a 20-sider.
Alright, let's see here. Looking for this treasure. Didn't do it. Anybody else got an idea?
So, Rosie, what did it do instead? When you walked up to the category up, so a tough choice. Oh, okay, Rosie. You do. It is exactly that. It's 100% what you said it was. It is a matter of just not a code or a secret password or anything like that. It's just you open it by putting the right amount of stuff on it, and it opens the amount that you put on it weight-wise. So if it's a giant boat, they put more bars. They would have put more bars of gold on it to show the fact that a big boat's coming. And it's just you know how this works. You could do it. So your choices are, you can get this to work exactly like it is. And you will begin filling, you will open that thing, but water's going to be pouring in. This place will be flooded. for at least for a little while, because Paul is going to sink. Like, Paul is going to be diving. He is woken up and he is going away. So your choices are, you could grab, like, do you want to get out cleanly with no worries, but you're not going to find one little bit more of treasure? Or you can stay a little bit longer while this place floods, and I can give you a little bit more.
I want the gold. Give me the gold. I'm staying for the treasure.
Absolutely. So, like, you do see it open. Like, the whole thing drops to it, and you hear it clunk. But then you also, because it was still not the best roll, it wasn't full success, you guys hear a mechanism break. Like, this thing is closed. This thing is open, so you guys can see fresh air. And it's right there. And you see Bonnie, like, going for it, like, swimming at it. Because you guys can also see Bonnie's boat in the distance. And all of you can make it out right now. Except for Rosie, who is, like, right after she set something, she got caught in an, like, as the water first came, she got caught and, like, is going back the other way. Like, the way you guys came, Rosie's, like, caught in water going that direction.
Jump to try to grab Rosie. Like,
Can she
For
try
sure.
and reach for my crutch?
Oh, yeah.
Totally, bro.
Yeah,
just make a human chain of links. Or not human, I guess.
Yeah. But no, like, I like that idea. You actually all get caught up in it again. Instead of, like, going the other way, like, you all end up right back in the room that, it's filling with water, so you're on a very short time, but you find yourselves in this room. All of you. Second opportunity to get information.
Alright. Before we do all that, can I pull out my little jar here of water and sprinkle everybody and give them gills so that we can all breathe under the water?
Oh, for sure.
Alright, cool. So I'm gonna do that. Do you need me to roll?
No, that's fine.
Alright, I got you, fam. Y'all can breathe now underwater if we get all trapped up and shit.
Thank you.
Some stranded deep business.
Alright, so Ento, upon, like, entering this room, two things you guys are all gonna realize. First, it smells terrible.
Why does it smell like shit in here?
I don't know.
Probably Nameless.
Sounds like
Crazy
shit.
how
What's
these
going
things
on?
happen.
But you see, Bonnie, like, going from chair to chair, like, looking at them and, like, taking rubbings of all of the spots. And Ento, you immediately see that each chair has a symbol that matches the rooms that you saw above. So there's the lobster, and there's the symbol for the sea devil, and there's the kissy lips. And then there's, like, again, you see your old Jolly Roger.
And that's on like one of the backs of the chairs or something.
It's on the front of the chair, and it's on the candle, like the candle stand that is in front of this chair, the one that, like, is on the very end. So the Sea Devil is over here, the only one with a lit candle, and this one is the other one. Nameless, you again are terrified of this room. It is, like, again, the most haunting thing in the world to you.
Can we have a seance and bring the sea devil to the table?
Pim's gonna notice and just be like, "Hey, Ento, look! It's us. What's this all about?"
So Ento walks over to that seat and just kind of sits down in it to look at the candle better. And
Yeah, absolutely. As you sit down in it, you realize that you can't move this chair. Like you can sit in it, but like it's not the perfect amount away from it for you, but you can't like scoot it back or scoot it forward. It just won't move.
Is this candlestick like the other one where it won't move either?
Right. Yep.
Okay. And the chairs don't move.
The chairs,
either.
the chairs, the table. Nothing in this room seems like the place is filling with water, but like even the carpet's not like floating up with the water. It's just staying in its spot.
Can I do a thing?
Yeah.
Can I use the like magic detecting scope that I got forever ago and just look around the room?
Absolutely. Roll me a 20 setter.
Yeah, sure.
Natural 20. All right.
Everything.
You see, firstly, the candle at the very end, which is glowing, which is burning, is 100% like the same kind of magic that you saw that Leviathan take in your games. Like the crab person that was at the bottom of that ship. It is that magic. Like, that is the Sea Devil. 100%. You know that candle is representing the fact that the Sea Devil is out in active right now. So, and then each other candle is like each one of them is a different color. Like the Sea Devil is orange, the way that this world's magic is orange. But the other ones are all different colors, and I don't have them all listed, so I'll let you know at some point. But like when you get to the one nearest you, it's teal. It's teal the same way you look at you guys. This one is teal. It is not lit. None of them are lit except for the Sea Devil.
Alright, so I'm gonna articulate that to everybody. And just be like, Ento, like, this one is magic from, like, Liminal. Like, this is our magic in this one. Then that one, the Sea Devils, is obviously from here. And all these other ones are completely different. Like, this is all different magics for different chairs? Representing people?
You see, Bonnie, who is very scared, like gets up close and like looks at them all, and you see them start to write the symbols down. It's just like, why is that one lit? Nameless, why do you look so scared?
Well, you see, earlier I lit one of my feathers on fire to try and get more light in here, and I had the heebie-jeebies, and I'm just reflecting back on that.
With the 20, I'll give you more. Bonnie's just like, it's true. There wasn't just one. There were 7. And like, you see him like open up his like book and like rifle through it. And then like, he pulls out a single match, and this match gives all of you like ridiculous, not the heebie-jeebies again. Like all of you get like, he's just like, do we want to test something?
Let's test it.
Roll me 1d6, Ento.
Oh.
You see Bonnie strike the match, and it is like the ghostly, like silvery, not blue the same way that you guys' magic is blue. Not that. Much more like silver, and like you feel it. You know what a ghost looks like. That this is it, and like the flame isn't a ghost, more like a trap or a signal. And you see the flame lift off the tip of the match and go light the next seat next to like next to the Sea Devil's chair. And can you roll me a 20-sider, Rosie?
I can.
Oh, that's way closer than you wanted it to be. So all of you feel like a massive sense of dread as like air whips out of this room, and you see the this candle is the one that had like the kissy, like the imagine if a pirate flag was just a pair of like pursed lips, like a kiss. That is what this one is. And Rosie, actually all of you, to the south of where you are right now, I believe is the south. Nika, is 4th the direct south?
That's a great question. I thought 4 was west.
Oh, 4 is west? Oh, that's sick as shit.
I will check momentarily.
But if it's directly west, you guys feel like, not evil's the wrong word, but a presence. Like, you detect...
Okay, I was wrong. 4 is actually further away than we think it is.
Okay, alright.
The last time we talked about 4.
4 is danger. I mean, 4 is the tricky number. But anyway, which direction is it?
Southeast.
Alright. So, somewhere to the southeast, you know that it feels like you've placed a piece on the board. Like you have activated something that hasn't been around in ages. Like, this is the same feeling, Pim, that you got when you saw Leviathan take to the water. As though, like, you have instigated change in a massive way.
We just did something.
And then out the window, like out the way you guys came, you see a ship, like that was lashed together, like with, that was just like floating in the air, but like the chains have begun to turn into vines completely, and it splashes into the water. And you know that you can just sail that one out. Like it will get you out, and that is the best that you can hope for. Like, but then it will sink as you arrive on the other boat. But that is the information that you guys get from this.
I am totally down for riding the ghost ship out of here.
I don't think we have much of an option.
Yeah.
Can I try to light the candle that has our symbol on it?
Oh yeah, okay. So as you try to light this candle with whatever means possible, you feel it pulling your AP. Like, you realize that lighting this candle will cost you 50 AP. 50.
Oh my god. What happens if you go negative AP?
Can we do it collectively?
You could do it collectively, but yeah.
Do we want to do this collectively? / can we? Hey guys.
Artemiseus, B+/Rubiel chip in.
I'm gonna chip in.
Bonnie does not have AP.
I can chip in.
Do we even have 50 AP between all of us?
There's 5 of us. We start out with 12. What's everybody used? What are we at? I haven't used anything.
I've used quite a lot. I've got 2 AP left.
I
only used 1.
I've got 9 AP.
So what happens?
I'm gonna give my AP shot to Ento. That gives you 2.
Okay. Alan, what happens when you go to 0 AP?
You'll find out.
Do
Yeah,
Shit.
you
Well, then
gotta
I
make a
have
roll. But you guys did
12
get like
HP.
5. You guys did get 5 HP and AP from.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, then I have all 12 back.
Alright, so yeah, like you guys can all kick in, including B. It's up to Nameless really, because whether or not Nameless wants to. And I do want to like give you guys all a heads up. In story, Nameless is absolutely terrified of these candles. I don't want to act like I'm being mean with. I'm just letting you know that storyline. It might not make sense for Nameless to do it.
Nameless.
Oh, let's
Rosie bats
do
her
it.
little eyeballs. But it.
Do it.
Oh, I love you, bud.
All right, so roll me another. Rosie, roll me a 20-sider again.
Alright.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
So with an 18, like that's the side you feel the same thing again. Like, and now wherever 18 is on the map, I don't know, but like you see, Bonnie like eyes super wide, looking at everything, being aware is just like there are 3 of the 7 sea queens active. The pirate queens are awakening. And he just kind of chuckles to himself. He's like, yes, yes, yes. As like he's like on the table hopping up and down.
Yo. Bonnie's a fan.
Like Ento has done this purely because he wants answers.
Ento and
This
Pim.
symbol.
Ento and Pim, the second that gets lit, you remember when I described and actually hitting 0 AP, it really works for this too. Remember when I described to Katori, I don't know if you guys were aware of it, when her memories got mashed together with her with the New World memories?
Yeah.
You remember being pirates of these waters. Like, you remember, like, working, like, robbing people on the sea and robbing people on the river. You remember sailing across the celestial sea. You remember, like, riding the winds. And you remember, like, making your way through the ocean of sand. And, like, making your way to dry docks. And, like, you remember having these adventures.
Ento looks over at Pimp. Did you just...
Yeah.
Did you...
Yeah, I did. This is nuts. It's like having 2 completely different brains smashed in my skull.
It's just like the one thing that you don't like seem to recall, like you can't put all the faces together. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like you can see your captain, and it's we know, but the camera doesn't show it. You know, every time like you see the captain, you see their coat, like her coat, like in a big collar, and like the hat from behind, but it never shows the face. Like, it's repeatedly doing that. And you definitely... Pim, roll me a 20-sider.
Oh.
18.
Oh.
You remember there was a nut, like... You remember Brigitte. Like, she's part of the stories, too. Like, she's another... Britannia. You remember Britannia. Like, you remember her there, too, and they're putting her face on. And you remember Rupert. And then you remember having, like, a second boat. And, like, you guys see, like, you didn't just have one ship, you had a fleet.
Oh.
It's a whole bunch of boats.
And, like, over time, like, they went away. Like, and, like, With an 18, I'll give it to you. You see on the side of that ship, like your secondary ship, you know, the one with all like the B squad, basically. On that ship, it says the King of Cowards.
Oh shit, son.
And then you all like flash back and you realize that you are getting very all be under.
Oh, you just cut out so bad.
Oh, I'm sorry. Like you all suddenly realize that you're getting very close to underwater. And like I know you guys have gills, but Bonnie's the fire kind of salamander. And he does not particularly love water.
Okay, we should go. This is a lot of heavy shit happened. Like,
Right. Can
just now.
Is there any way that I can just grab onto everybody and just like rocket power, you know, like woogity woogity style, like out the freaking thing out to the ship?
Well, if we're woogity woogitying, I'm in.
Question before we scram.
What you got, Art? Or B?
The things on the walls, you said they were masks before, right?
Maps. Like sea charts. Most of them slightly triangular. Except for this one. This one seems to have a
Maps?
face in
Can
it.
I grab one before we rocket off?
Nothing from these walls can come off. Nothing in this room can be moved. But I'll let you try the silly putty one.
Oh, it's the whole room.
It's the whole room, yep.
Sure,
And B,
let's
just,
try and
like-
get a copy.
Alright, give me that roll, B.
Can be just like absorb knowledge by silly puttying.
No, I don't think so. I think one of you is going to have to like make an imprint off of B later. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Yes!
fuck yeah. All right. Roll me a 20-sider, B. Nat 20? What am I fucking... Alright, 9. Nika, please make a note that when we get side 9 done, we just give B that map. Because we just reveal it as soon as it's done.
Can do.
So there you go, B. We know exactly what side 9 looks like. Although, I don't know what side 9 looks like. I don't think I do, at least.
You do.
Do I?
Sweet.
Fuck yeah. Alright. So yeah, Rosie, get us out of here.
Oh yeah, so hold on, boys and girls, theys and thems. Let's get the fuck out of there. And I'm gonna blast us all through the little shit. Here we go. And now we're on the ship.
Absolutely. Now, you know what I'm gonna ask. Do you want to roll, or are you gonna give me them sweet stunts?
Alright, so here's how it kind of happened, but pretty much happened. I grabbed onto Pim. Pim grabbed onto Ento. Ento grabbed onto Nameless. Bonnie hopped on. B hopped on. And then I fucking sent it. Alright? Here we are, weaving and wobbling through all this fucking, like, all this stone and broken debris, all these vines, chains, all this crap that we had to get through has all just come through and just tumbled down into the water, making it really difficult for us. But somehow I splish-splashed, angled and weaved, and we beep-bopped it through, squeezed through the little hole, and then we shimmied up the side of the ship and landed safely onto the deck.
Did you do a barrel roll?
We sure did. We
Fuck
did a
yeah.
tuck and roll and a barrel roll. We even did the worm.
I like to think that it basically looked like a roller coaster, just like everybody like.
It sure did.
That's how I'm picturing it. Like, it definitely
did.
went first person for that, like, escaping the tunnel feel. Like, dodging all stalactites, chains and stuff.
Right.
Bug bodies, like, floating by, trying to reach out, grabbing you all.
Exactly. It was like all coming to grab us, but we made it through. That's what teamwork does.
And as you land back on Bonnie's ship, finally, and
He
like
splatters against Pim halfway.
gross.
Used to it.
Pim's still like the size of that map on the wall because Pim has to B has to keep that shape. So Pim can like wear B as a cape with a fucking map on it.
Yes. There we go.
This game is gross sometimes.
I love it.
It's just this
I
wet
love
cape.
this game.
So you all land back on the ship, and Bonnie is fucking thrilled. Like, you guys see
I bet
Paul.
he's pumped.
Like, Paul is actually like sinking into the water and creating like a bit of a problem. And you do know that like that place is now going to be full of water. Now, so like that could be an issue at some point, but like that's not an issue right now.
That sounds like a tomorrow problem.
Right? And you guys don't know
Right,
where
bro.
Paul went. Like, Paul's bouncing for now.
Bye, Paul.
Nameless, roll me a 20-sider. $12. That's where Paul went. Paul's on 12 now. I don't know where 12 is.
Paul does.
Paul knows exactly where 12 is. Paul fucking is just like, I'm out of here. Fuck you guys.
He's going to his vacation home. He's
You assholes
"Fuck
gave me
these guys."
heartburn.
He's like, this fucking bird smelled like shit. They came all up inside me and just fucked around. They found out. I'm peacing. Like, this ain't cool.
Right, yeah, you literally just used Paul as a toilet. I'm not upset at him.
Paul's like, man, why does my mouth taste like ass?
It's like, why does my back taste like shit? Alright, well. So yeah, you guys get back and like on the ship, Bonnie is super excited and he's like sharing information with everybody and how he's gonna like when he goes back, he's gonna get this huge grant. He knows he's gonna get a grant, and he looks at Rosie and Nameless, and he looks at Pam and Ento and B. I could have just said looks at you. And he's just like, "You're all in, right? Like once I get this grant, it's squad." And he puts his hand in, like squad. He's trying to get
his hand. Ento puts his hand on top of his. That was interesting.
We'll find.
I'm in.
We'll discover
Rosie throws
all
her
of the,
hand in.
all seven of the pirate queens. And he looks over at Nameless. Are you in? Like, we need a wild card.
Yeah, okay.
Ooh. And he looks over at B. He's just like, I'm not exactly sure what you are.
Tentacle thumbs up from behind Pim.
You see, like, Bonnie's hand still, like, in the middle with everybody's hands stacked on top. And he just, like, does the head twitch thing at the pile of hands. Come on. Don't let me down. Don't leave me hanging. Come on. Just, just goopy hand like that, like the fucking sticky hands you get from.
Fine, she tentacles the whole hand pile.
Nice!
Hell yeah.
So yeah, like, and you all make it back to the silver thimble, and I'm gonna give each one of you with 100 coins for that.
Ooh.
Like, and that is him paying you, and we're gonna have a scene of like you all hang out in the we can just imagine the scene, you all hanging out in the boneyard. And yeah, the something from the Loot Goblin is the pendant that Pim got.
What'd it do?
The pendant is, it tells you when like there is something anomalous near you. And it doesn't have to happen every time you play an anomaly. Like, that's not how it happens. But like, there are anomalies that exist even without the anomaly cards. It's like where the realities didn't fuse together perfectly. this necklace will point that out to you. Sometimes there's treasure, sometimes there's enemies. Like, sometimes there's some kind of weird monster, sometimes there's some kind of weird person, sometimes there's some kind of, like, weird treasure. But they're always something that did not fuse together correctly, if that makes sense.
Sick. All right.
And it will glow when that has happened.
Awesome.
And I think if you're in the chat and like I know that you're in the chat and like somebody's using the communicator near an anomaly, I think I'll still light up your thing for them.
Okay.
As long as
know who it is, and I can be like, "Yo!"
Exactly. Yeah. As long as you both are wearing the communicators, I will let that run.
All right.
Oh.
Guys, I got a cool thing. I think it's my first cool thing that isn't cursed or dumb.
And yeah, it looks like a lobster claw. I need you to know that. Like, it looks like a full-size lobster claw.
I mean, I'm here for it.
Made out of topaz.
I'd wear it.
Absolutely.
So yeah, you guys get back and Bonnie leaves. Like, Bonnie goes back, he's so excited, he's just like, I have to tell the people of Yoke. Like, everybody needs to know. They're coming back. They're coming back. And he just like runs up the stairs, which is like, I know that you guys probably have questions for him to ask, but now you got to get to Yoke to ask the questions about these pirate queens. And that's just another like breadcrumb thing I get to do. And yeah, you guys all like, you did it. That is my game for Reign of Darkness. I hope you guys all had fun.
This was a fun game. I freaking loved it. Oh my god.
This was a blast.
That was fun.
Was a blast.
I'm gonna, Rosie's gonna hang out at the Silver Thimble and drink herself silly on this birthday night. And hopefully Nameless will join her for a nightcap.
Yeah, I definitely gotta wash away the memories of that horrid event in that room.
Hey man.
Maybe wash your pants too.
Yeah, I should probably go to the bathroom, clean those off.
Thanks for wasting that AP. I appreciate it. Tim will never forget this. The one time Nameless wasn't a coward.
Right. I won't forget it.
All right, so we've got another game this Friday. Please come and watch that one. I'm really Patreon game for we're gonna play Blaze in the Dark. We are testing out whether we want every Patreon game to like give you guys a peek at something and playing a different system. I'm very excited for it. I have messaged the 4 people that are playing it. Like, pick your characters. No rush. You can just pick your characters and read through my very long Google Doc that I sent you. And then Saturday we have the Sea Devils night, which is even more like of a party now because like Bonnie has been spreading the word about the Sea Devil and gotten everybody like super excited. So it's gone from like a small, like it's a locally known party thing or is mostly forgotten, but like it's blown up. It's a national holiday now. Everybody's ready for it. Everybody's gonna be playing pranks on each other. It has just blown up in popularity. Like, to a certain point, I think it's gonna get gross, but I don't think the first year it's gross. I think at some point it becomes almost like St. Patrick's Day, which is just an embarrassment for everybody. But yeah, Bonnie's heading back to Yoke. Very excited to let them know. Going back to his college. Very excited. And then Sunday we're gonna play Web Ball. And like, we are playing 8 people at a time on that game. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna do it. So
it should be a good time.
So, and with that, I'm done. Everybody else done?
So we're gonna wrap here. I will put the sign-ups for this weekend's games up in probably like 30 minutes. I gotta like type it out and I'll drop it. There are 2 like player slots for Web Ball, and for the Sea Devils night there'll be kind of speakeasy style. So if you give us like, if you're like, hell yeah, I'll be there, we'll try to make a place for you so we'll know that you can show up in that game. So
Absolutely, yeah. We'll talk about the artifice. We'll talk about all those cards.
We're gonna head off, and we will see you on Friday.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye forever.
Bye.